Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Jigsaw by Riffclown. So we have irregular 6x6 Sudoku rules. The irregular refers to the region shapes. So still in every row and every column, but now in every bold outlined region, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. So this is a region, this is a region, this is a region, etc. We also have region sum lines. So that's these blue lines in the grid. Let's look at this one here. Every time the line passes through a region border, it creates a new segment. And all the segments on the same line have the same sum. So whatever these two are, let's say this was 2, 3. That sums to 5. This would also sum to 5, so it would have to be a 5. And this would sum to 5, so it has to be a 5. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. There's one immediately given digit, which is this 3 here is telling us that none of these can be 3 because we can't repeat in the region. And so this column needs a 3, so it ends up here. And now if we keep following, that's a 3 in the corner, by the way. If we keep following that 3 around, this region needs a 3. This is the only place for it. This region needs a 3. So this region here can't be here. This 3C's here. This 3C's there. So that's our 3. And then what's left? This region needs a 3. It's in one of these two. Okay, so no, maybe not. This region needs a 3. It's none of these. All right, so I think we can't place the last two 3s quite yet, but we may be able to soon. What about this 4? So 4 needs to go in this row somewhere, so that's a 4. I don't know that that follows up much more. We know one of these is a 4. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is let's talk about this region sum line here. Really, it's just a big clone. This digit is the same as this digit, same as this, same as this. So let's call that green, whatever green is. We know it's not 3 or 4, but it could be any of the other digits. And whatever green is, there's only 2 more to place. This region needs a green. So basically, these 2 columns need a green, and they're going to end up down here. This region already has it though. So we have to do it like this. These are our greens. Now, what does that mean for 3s? Because we needed 3s in these 2 columns as well. And they end up like this. And we know green is not 3. So the 3s end up like this. Perfect. Okay. We get 2 3s in the corner. Very nice. These 2 add to this one. Are we going to do anything with that? I'm not sure. So these are at least 4, right? Because this plus this is these 2. Can they be 4? I don't see why not. Let's just put 4, 5, 6 there. And then this is... Oh, it can't be a 6 because this would be 3 plus 3. So this is 1 or 2. This digit here, whatever it is, it's at least... Well, I would say it's at least 3 because 1 plus 2 is 3, but it can't be a 3. So it's a 4, 5, or 6. We're going to call that purple, because we can trace it around a little bit. This row needs a purple, can't repeat in this region, so it goes here. That's a 4, 5, 6. What about this column then? No, I'm not sure what to do with that. Now we know this isn't purple, because you can't do purple plus 0 equals purple. There's no 0. So that's not purple, and green isn't purple. So one of these 2 is purple. But we don't know. Purple could be 4. Actually, can purple be 4? No, purple cannot be 4, because this would be 1 plus 3, but all the 3's already placed. We definitely can't do 2 plus 2. So because purple is not 4, now we can place purple in this column. So it's definitely not in these 2. It can't repeat on this region sum line. Well, it can't be part of the sum to purple. It's not green. We know it's not green because of this column. And it's not 4 because we know it can't add to 4. So this is our purple 5, 6. Is there more to follow with purple then? This region needs a purple. We know it's not 3, so one of these 2 is purple. Let's just mark that real quick. Let's see, this row needs a purple. We know it's not over here. So purple's one of these 2. He's pointed up. Do we know? Maybe purple isn't the best to follow at the moment. Maybe there's something else. These two are the same digit as each other, and they're not purple, so let's call that yellow. Okay. Do we follow yellow anymore? So we know that all three of our colors are distinct. We also know that, at the very least, purple and green are not 4. Now, yellow could be 4 easily. But this column is going to need a yellow, and it's not in these two. It's not green, and it's not 3. So we know yellow is one of these two. How are we completing this? These are pretty low. Now, okay, so let's actually think about 5 and 6 for a second here. If we want to add to 5, we can't do 2, 3. 3 is gone, so we got to do 1, 4. And so this would be the 1, and this would be the 4. Oh, sorry, this can't be 4. 4 is in the region already. We have 3 and 4 in the region already, so we cannot add to 5. That's key. Adding to 5 is either 1 plus 4 or 2 plus 3. So that makes purple a 6. And now that purple has a name, we do not need to give it a color. So we can get rid of the purple color there. And so these add to 6, and without a 4, so they have to be 1 plus 5. Now, if that ends up to 5, then that means yellow is 4, which seems reasonable. So we have a 1-5 pair here, 3, 4, 6. We're just missing the 2, so green is 2. And now we don't need to call it green anymore. And that makes this a 1, which makes yellow 4. So now we know that yellow is 4. That's our 4. Because of the 4 in the row, we don't need to call it yellow anymore. Perfect. So we're out of colors. This is 4, 6, and we know this isn't 4. So that's our 6. That's our 4. I think it's just Sudoku at this point. Just basically just penciling. We need a 1, 5 here. But this column is also 1, 5, and this 1 tells us the order. So that's 5. That's 1. That's 5. That's 1. That's 5. This is a 1. Here I need 1 and 5, so that's our 5 and that's our 1. Finish this box with a 6, place that 6. Here's a 5, here's a 1, here's a 5, and we're done. All right, as usual, Riffclown, very nice use of geometry there. The region sum lines were interesting because, just like a lot of repeated digits from them, but also the sums ended up important, of course, to distinguish the digits that weren't given, because we were only given a 3 and a 4. So that was fun. All right. Well, let me know how you did. If you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.